guys, the book that I have for you today is called Wemberly Worried, and it is written by Kevin Henkes, and he's one of my favorite authors. He writes about this little mouse. The characters are usually little mice, I think. But there's another book of his called Chrysanthemum. That is one of my favorite books. But this book is called Wemberly Worried, and it is a fictional story about a character who is named Wemberly and always feels very worried. So I hope you guys like this book if you've never read it. Wemberly Worried by Kevin Henkes. Wemberly worried about everything. Big things, little things, and things in between. And then there's a little caption here. It says, I wanted to make sure you were still here. So she's waking up her parents. She's worried about them in the middle of the night. And then this picture says, Mama, what if I shrink? So she thinks she's going to shrink in the bathtub. She's getting worried. Wemberly worried in the morning. She worried at night. And she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. So she always feels very worried. That is not a good feeling. Raise your hand if you've ever felt worried about something. At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. Here's what she's saying. What if it falls on our house? And the crack in the living room wall. What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And the noise the radiator made. What if there's a snake inside? No, she keeps thinking about what if questions. What if this? What if this? That always gets you worried. At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym. Uh-oh. Too rusty, too loose, too high. She's worried. And always she worried about her doll Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? I found her. Petal's lost forever. Ah! I'll wait for you, Petal. She's worried about her toy getting washed. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wemberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wemberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. She rubs her little buddy's ears when she gets nervous. So now she's worried about the ears disappearing. On her birthday, Wemberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. People showed up. But then Wemberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. And then here's what it says. This is the best present ever. I wish I had my birthday today. She can't even enjoy her birthday. Look, she's so worried all the time. Oh, no. On Halloween, Wemberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. She's the only butterfly. But look, she's still worried. But then Wemberly worried because she was the only one that was a butterfly. Oh no. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Oh no. If I were Wemberly, I think I would do some self-talk and try to calm down and not worry so much. Soon, Wemberly had a new worry. School. Raise your hand if you feel worried about school. Going back. Wemberly worried about the start of school more than anything she ever worried about before. School is starting. I loved school. Loved has an ED. Maybe she used to love school, but now she feels too worried. Let's see what happens. By the time the first day arrived, Wemberly had a long list of worries. So these are all her things she's thinking in her head that she's worried. What if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher's mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snacks? What if I have to cry? Uh-oh. I get worried sometimes like that too, and I have to say, stop, it's okay. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. And then they say, have fun. She's getting nervous and worried. While Wemberly's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wemberly looked around the classroom. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wemberly, there is someone I think you should meet. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes and she was holding a doll. Where's Jewel? So here's Wemberly clinging to her mom, all worried. Here's Jewel. The teacher wants them to be friends because they're both nervous. At first, Wemberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wemberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wemberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. Wow, so they're a little bit similar, a little bit different. Let's see. Are they going to be friends? What do you think? Throughout the morning, Wemberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side, too. Wemberly worried, but no more than usual, sometimes even less. Before Wemberly knew it, it was time to go home. Wow, what a fun day. They're doing lots of different things. Building, playing music. Come back tomorrow, called Mrs. Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wemberly turned and smiled and waved. I will, she said. Don't worry. Oh, so now the girl who's always worried all the time is telling her teacher not to. And they're all friends. So even if you feel worried and nervous, this book shows us that as long as you play with people and they make you feel happy and good, you shouldn't be that worried. Everything's going to be okay. So I hope you guys like this fictional story. It's by one of my favorite authors, Kevin Henkes. So I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. And don't worry.